it's Jenny from Shimmerz Paints, and today I'm going to show you a fun little technique on how to smoosh your shimmers, and I'm going to teach you how to make these fun little fall leaves that work really good with the spritz, and so get ready to get messy. To create the smooshing technique, the first thing we have to do is prepare our surface. For this project, I used a canvas, which of course, if you were to just pour your shimmers on here and try to smoosh it, it would just absorb into that canvas. So I'm going to show you how I did that using this smaller little canvas here. And it's the same thing if you're going to use it on paper or anything else. You want kind of a slick surface to be able to smoosh it. You're going to coat this canvas with some gesso. And then you're going to let your gesso dry, and I'm going to show you how to use a gel medium to make some fun little swirlies. Okay, while that canvas is drying, I'm going to show you how to make these fun little leaves that I showed you earlier for the canvas. And I'm choosing this fun 7 Gypsies paper. And it's kind of fun to use the center section so that you get a little bit on each leaf if you can find paper like that. So you're going to hand draw a leaf, and it doesn't matter what it looks like, just some squiggly lines, because trust me, when we get done with this, it's going to look like a real leaf. Cut it out. I don't even follow my lines, so I shouldn't have really drawn that. Okay. Then you're going to use this fun little tool. Don't know what it's called. I believe it's for making memories. You can also use a bone folder or something that can just kind of crease in the center. And I just run this right through the middle of my leaf, and it makes these little dotted lines. And then you kind of pinch it together like that to form kind of a leaf shape. You can use some shimmers to use on the edges, or you can use a gold leafing or copper leafing pen to go along the outside. And what I love to do is to use some spritz on these leaves, and then take your pencil, roll up the edges, come back and crease that center like that. And then when you use your heat gun, it's going to dry and curl up. And it's going to dry like that. So after you accent the edges, it looks like a leaf. And you can see here on the canvas, I've kind of just layered these all over like this. So now we'll see if our canvas is dry. Okay, now I'm going to show you an extra step that you can do. You don't have to do this, but it's kind of fun to add this extra hard gel medium to the top of your canvas. I don't know if you can see in the video, but this allows you to create these little swirly marks on your canvas that are kind of fun. Okay, so this is kind of waxy, and you can just take your foam brush and kind of swirl it on here. You can see that I'm kind of waving it like this. And when that dries, it's going to be really cool and have a fun texture when you rub the shimmers over it. So that'll just take a little bit to dry. So I've got my colors picked out here, my Shimmerz colors. This is the new fall vintage collection from Shimmerz. And I'm just going to randomly make little drops onto my canvas that I prepared here. And all of Shimmerz paints are water-based, easy to mix. If you mess up, which I very well might do, and I will show you how easy it is to clean that up and start over. And I like to grab a plastic bag, and so now I'm going to smoosh. So I'm just going to get my colors on here because my background is slick. You can smoosh these colors together. Don't smoosh too much, it'll turn a muddy color. If you mess up, just spritz it with some plain water, and then you can wipe it off. And start over. Baggie that I can smoosh my colors So because the surface is slick, you can blend and smoosh these colors around. And I actually like to use my hand, so you can get in here and blend these colors together. Shimmerz is water-based. It cleans up easily. Don't worry about getting messy. You can just go in and wash your hands real quick when you're done. I'm using different colors than I did on my example just because I wanted to play with something different. So smoosh these colors all together until you get it how you want it to be. You might want to drop maybe a green or something in there. So now that all your colors are all smooshed together and it gives you a really pretty surface, I like to antique it up a little bit. So I like to just wipe a little bit of it off here and there before it dries and kind of gives it more of an antique look. And you can just play with that and then go ahead and let it dry completely. Once your canvas is completely dried, you are now ready to add the leaves that I showed you how to make earlier, and I just scattered them around the canvas in a random fashion and added some bling, added some chipboard letters, and it makes a really pretty wall hanging that is very shimmery. So thanks for watching, and check back for more videos by the education team later on at shimmerzpaints.blogspot.com.